We're in Kona. It's gonna be a long weekend, but I'm excited and been training almost 2 years for it. Yeah, most of the racers here come because they've qualified is to win the race. I have come here to finish the race, and I'm not racing against anybody, so I've got a completely different strategy than I'd say probably 99% of them. It's to enjoy the entire journey, to race my race, and to only take it at that point and not have to go and follow someone or chase someone per se if they are in my age group or something like that. Yeah, to compare Ironman to Kilimanjaro and other events that I've tried physically, this is going to be the hardest because it's all in one day. Kilimanjaro was spread out over 8 days. It was hard each day, but nowhere near as hard as this is going to be and as long as this is going to be.
1 down, 2 to go.
Some of the biggest concerns for Ironman for me and having cerebral palsy is the duration of the race. The heat, being muscles are extremely tight. Fluids are very difficult to get into the muscles, so the cramping. I have spastic diplegia, which is obviously spasming of the muscles, so when they get overworked, they just start spasming. So trying to pedal a bike and run a marathon while they spasm is probably some of the harder things I've done in my life. My goal for Ironman was to raise $1 million for my foundation, so a lot of people have said it's the $1 Million Challenge, and 100% will go to building centers or supporting the services at current centers that we are part of. I formed One Man, One Mission in 2009 after climbing Kilimanjaro to build centers for disabled kids all over the world, as well as raise awareness for the capabilities of what someone with a disability can do. To have almost over 100 people here to support you, have all my family out here and my best friends, it's going to be the difference I think that carries me through to the finish line. When you know that there's people that have taken their time and energy and have come out here and want to root you on, it means a lot. I just hope to inspire people to get out and volunteer and be part of some type of charity that they're passionate about, because there's nothing better than giving and not wanting anything in return. It's like the best drug in the world, to be honest, and there's nothing I don't think that would stop me from doing anything to make sure that that keeps going for the rest of my life and hopefully, generations after with my foundation. Being called an Ironman or being one is still surreal. It hasn't set in, although the outpouring of support that you hear from friends and everything like that has been huge, but it still hasn't sunk in that I am an Ironman. I think it's the greatest spectacle I've ever been in sports, and I've been to Super Bowls and World Series and NBA Finals, and there's nothing that compares to those final hour of Ironman Kona and the lights, and it is 20 people deep for that 150-yard shoot.
With cerebral palsy. He battles it every day, but he's just pretty sad, man.
It's just so cool. You don't ever see that really in sports, that you root, the accomplishments of one individual versus a team, or your team's gonna beat this team. And there is no such thing like that here. This stuff doesn't happen by yourself. I don't get to the start line even without the help of many, many people. I don't get to the finish line without many, many people that day. So I just was given a vehicle that people built to go out and take that vehicle across the course. But in the same time, those people helped keep that vehicle together all day long. So it really was more than just me.